Good afternoon. We're on the Australian dollar versus the US dollar, looking at a 61.8% and 50% rejection by price. So what we're going to do is look for a no-touch trade since we're in the safe zone on the AUD USD. Sorry, wrong option here. Yep. No touch trade here to target price of 0.8987 since 0.8984 and 0.89868 have been rejected. Our next target is 38.2 and above, giving us a safe zone to trade inside of looking for a no touch trade on the Aussie dollar versus the US dollar here. So we're going to buy a $5,000 no touch option here on the Australian versus the US dollar, staying in the money obviously since it's a no touch trade, and see it through to expiry. This is a very high probability trade with the left panel being ignored since retracements take precedence, and we're going to come back to you with the results very shortly. Okay, we're back with 3 minutes and 12 seconds remaining on this AUD USD trade. As you can see, price is bouncing around outside of our safe zone. The 61.8% and 50% retracements are constantly being breached and are holding very firmly over our 0.87 target, which is on a no-touch option, means that price will not be touching that target. As you can see, 61.8%, since it's a high volatility retracement, is offering severe support to the price, with ourselves being very safely in the trade here for 2 minutes and 42 seconds remaining. 61.8% has been breached again, and price has bounced off of it very sharply, with our target at 0.89875 being perfectly intact. The no touch option here emphasizes that because price is in such a high volatility retracement zone, as indicated by ITM Saturn Pro, the price has very low probability of breaching through our target. Hence, this 0.89873 safe zone target on a no touch option here, indicated by ITM Saturn Pro, gives us safety and allows us to stay in the trade despite price hovering up and down, as long as it stays above that price. If this price were to fail, of course, then this would be a failed trade. But since we're in such a high probability scenario here, with retracements projected by ITM Saturn Pro taking priority over the left panel data, this trade is very comfortably in the money at the moment and is going to continue to stay the same for the next 1 minute 45 seconds that we have left in this option trade. Now, since 61.8% is such a high volatility retracement, when price does come back to breach it again, it bounces around and eventually escalates off of it in the opposite direction very, very fast. This can be seen on the chart here, with price fluctuating above our target constantly, with ITM Saturn Pro's retracement staying intact. And the moment it turns out towards the 61.8%, it escalates back up against the price very, very quickly, because that retracement zone indicated by ITM Saturn Pro is a very high probability, high volatility retracement that usually results in price either breaching it and escalating short very, very quickly, or escalating long, in this particular case, very, very quickly. Hence presenting us with a very nice safe zone to trade inside off of and just stay very comfortably in the trade through to expiry, which was roughly 20 minutes through to expiry, since we took it at roughly 12:41 to expire at 1300 hours. So that 0.875 target is very nicely intact here. We're looking at 100% low put option probability on the left-hand side for anyone taking 60-second or 2-minute trades, but this doesn't apply to us since we're taking trades off of the retracement tool, which has a priority over left panel data. With 30 seconds left to go in this trade, price is very comfortably in the money still. We're going to be looking at a $3,500 return on this trade if price continues to stay above our safe zone target of 3-digit 875. We have 17 seconds left on this particular trade, price comfortably in the money. And that is the advantage of using ITM Saturn Pro with its retracements tool, because it automatically calculates these retracements for you, which are high probability reversal and or projection targets, and are constantly leading to high probability scenarios because of that very fact. It takes automated probabilities into consideration, takes out the emotional element, takes a lot of factors, indicators, as well as its own internal logic, and calculates a distinct set of probabilities for us to associate with that Fibonacci retracement, leading to a high probability trade like this that you've just seen expire in the money. Now, I'm just going to wait for price to expire here, calculation to expire here on this particular trade. Gross return here will be 8,500 with a net return of 3,500 on this particular trade. As soon as we see expiry, I'm going to take you back to the chart shortly to see what's going on off of that 61.8% retracement. As I said earlier, price bounces off ITM Saturn Pro's 61.8% retracements. That's why it predicts those with such high accuracy to be high volatility retracements, resulting in very safe trades here where one can take the trade and stay in the money for a long period of time. Thank you very much.